But under the bridge, into Clearways, towards the end of another lap, comes this titanic scrap for leadership. Don't forget that Andy Rouse is after his revenge. Steve Soper beat him at Thruxton. Andy Rouse means to win here. Into paddock again. And this is where Steve Soper went through earlier on the approach to Druids. He's not going to do it this time, though. Andy Rouse has got the line. Andy holds it. Round Druids at about 55 miles an hour. Accelerate up through the gears from second to third. 90 miles an hour. Into Graham Hill then. Now Soper's attacking again. He's on his way. Andy Rouse is drifting a bit wide as he goes into Surtees, and Soper goes through. Yes, no. Yes, Soper's in the lead for the second time. Andy Rouse runs wide onto the grass. Now, is that power going to pay off again? It looks like it. He's closing up. He's inching up on Soper. He goes past. Andy Rouse retakes the lead. And he has just created a new lap record at 99.7 miles an hour. So very close to the 100. He was over that in practice. But the conditions are a little worse today. Soper fighting back, hanging on. Magnificent stuff at the front, and there, Carl Jones and Lawrence Bristow fighting for 5th position, and Bristow goes through and takes it. Lawrence Bristow, number 19, up into 5th position ahead of Welshman Carl Jones, both in Fords. And in 8th place, it's Frank Sittner in his 2.3-litre BMW. There he is, leading Group B, and a new class lap record at 96.1 miles an hour. Westfield and Gravett, number 10, taking 3rd place on the road from Edwards. Don't forget that Gravett's got that 60-second penalty. He's 3rd on the roads, but he's not 3rd in the race. Druids and Mike O'Brien is leading 3 BMWs. There are 2 of them, Smith and Hoy. So let's go round Brands Hatch with Mike Smith.
The track surface seems to be drying out. I'm going to try and go a bit quicker. Now, I've got to get past Godfrey Hall to get 2nd in class. And the Holden has got away from me in the rain. There he is ahead. Now Godfrey seems fairly evenly matched down this straight. We're in top gear. And down to 4th now for Hawthorns. I'm pulling a bit back on him here. Maybe have a go at Westfield as we come up. Depends whether I see his brake lights come on. There they are, right, brake later. Now I've had to lose too much speed there. He's pulled away from me on the exit. Give it a go at Dingle Dell now. This blind corner, down a gear, through. He's twitchy. His car's twitching. His tyres have gone off. I think they've gone off. He's twitching. Watch him on the exit. Right, I've got plenty of time, so let's get down to Clearways. Watch his car. See, yeah, he's got a twitch on the entrance, so I can give him some pressure now, because the tyres have gone off, definitely, on Godfrey's car. So let's have a go over the next lap and see if we can get up with him. 3rd gear now is still very slippery on the entrance to Paddock Bend. It's still not quick through here. The rain is still there and we're on these slicks. Up to Druids. Down now Graham Hill into Graham Hill Bend. Back marker on the outside. Try and get through. It's close. And I've got him. He is in my sights now. I'll have a go here, see if I can get him. Yay! Ah, it's the Holden. Now I'm gonna have to get past this Holden if I'm gonna keep Godfrey off my tail.
6 cars, the blue flag is waving, and that means move over. Faster men want to pass you. And Will Hoy has got past Godfrey Hall as well. So both Smith 32 and Hoy 34 have got ahead of the black BMW of Godfrey Hall. We're chasing O'Brien in 9th place. And in front of those BMWs, here's a battle between Carl Jones, number 14 on the right, and Jerry Marney, number 8. They're fighting for 6th position. We're with Jerry Marnie in 7th place now. Jones ahead, past Alan Minshaw's BMW as we go round the left-hander at Surtees, and Marnie is attacking. Carl Jones on the right. They're both in Ford Sierra Cosworths. They've both got some 500 horsepower under their foot. They're both doing some 135 miles an hour as they go up towards Hawthorne. Marnie's trying to take on the right. This is incredible. They go into Westfield and Marnie drives straight round the outside of Carl Jones at 100 miles an hour up into 6th position. And at the end of the lap, look at this. Group C battle. This is for the up to 2-litre cars. 2 VWs. Leading Andrew Jeffrey, and right behind him James Shedd. And these little 1800cc cars are lapping at 91 miles an hour. Out of Druids. There they go. And that's Rob Gravett spinning. Rob Gravett. And up to 3rd on the track goes Guy Edwards as Gravett rejoins. But he's 11th now with his penalty. And at the end of the lap, the battle for 9th continues. Mike O'Brien's got it. Smith's right behind him. Hoy's right behind him. Then it's Godfrey Hall. Round paddock.
This guy's beginning to be a real pain. He's making this thing so wide I can't get past him. This is Druids. So slow through the corners. I'll give him a touch. There we are. That's a love touch to remind him I'm here. I'm going to have a go. I've got to get past him. If he chops me this time, I'm off. Yay!
Nice one, Mike. Up to 9th position at Surtees. And that's Dennis Leach in the big Rover. He's about to be lapped by Soper there in 2nd position and Rouse ahead of him. The big red and black 3.5-litre V8 Rover of Dennis Leach bounces over the curbs at Dingledell, and Andy Rouse goes through. And attached to his rear bumper, it's Steve Soper. And we're about to start the last lap. If Steve Soper has got anything in reserve, now is the time he has got to produce it, because they are coming out of Clark Curve, over the line. Lap 20, this is the last lap. And Andy Rouse has got the lead, which he has had for most of the race, but he has lost it to Steve Soper. Steve Soper's dropping back a bit as they go up to Druids. These two are nearly half a minute ahead of Guy Edwards, who is in 3rd position. Out of Druids, down to Graham Hill Bend. Surtees was where Soper took the lead before, and they're coming up to Surtees now. And Rouse is going wide. Soper's going through again. They're rubbing door handles. And Soper forces Rouse wide. But again, this is where the power of Andy Rouse's Ford Sierra Cosworth with its extra boost could count, and it does count. Andy Rouse retakes the lead halfway round the last lap. And surely he must keep it now. Lap record holder Andy Rouse, nearly 100 miles an hour. He's on his way to Dingledell. He's through Dingledell. He's into Stirlings. This is going to be, or is it? Look at the way Soper's pressing in the closing stages of the last lap. Is this going to be Andy Rouse's revenge for the victory that Soper had over him at Thruxton? It looks like it. They're coming up to the checkered flag. And yes, Andy Rouse wins and gets his revenge. And a jubilant Andy Rouse punches the air with joy. A marvellous win then for Andy Rouse, and a new lap record with Steve Soper second, Guy Edwards third, Lawrence Bristow fourth, Jerry Marnie fifth and Carl Jones sixth, all of them in the all-conquering Ford Sierra Cosworth RS 500. But thanks to a superb 7th place in his BMW M3, Frank Sittner not only wins Class B easily with a record lap, but still leads Andy Rouse by 5 points in the overall Dunlop British Touring Car Championship.